And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, we actually have quite a bit to go through today. Of course, there has been a big Paul Joyce update with regards to an imminent announcement. We've also got a bit with regards to Luis Diaz, an injury update. And we're also going to be going through why Liverpool fans are raging after a recent England reveal. Quite a lot of stuff as stated to go over, but just a quick one guys before we do get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our big collection by going down into the link in the description or going to clothing.com. Thank you, and let's get into today's video. Let's start with Luis Diaz. Yes, Jurgen Klopp cast some doubt over Luis Diaz's availability over the international break, but the winger joined up with his Colombian teammates and participated in training on Tuesday. Diaz played 114 of the 120 minutes at Old Trafford on Sunday, and in the aftermath, Klopp revealed a groin concern for the winger, saying Lucho felt his groin. Nevertheless, just a day after, the 27-year-old travelled to London to join the rest of the Colombia squad as they prepare for two friendlies over the break. On Monday, as revealed by Colombian outlet Nos Crias Carazo, Diaz did recovery work in the gym while the majority of Nestor Lorenzo's squad took part in outdoor training session. Just days later, Diaz has been pictured with the rest of the squad, and it appears as though it is business as normal for the winger despite the injury concerns. It eases some of the worry, but with two friendlies against Spain on March 22nd and Romania on March 26th, Klopp will be hopeful that Diaz will be managed carefully. Liverpool's number 7 has played almost 1,000 minutes since January 31st, a significant number of minutes that will only grow while with Colombia and on his return to domestic action. Diaz was one of these injury worries that Klopp noted after Sunday's defeat. Cody Gakpo was another, but he was joined up with Netherlands squad while Darwin Núñez remains on Merseyside. The number 9 withdrew from the Uruguay squad with a hamstring issue, but we LFC News understands that he will be back and ready to go by Brighton on March 31st. So good news really with regards to Mr. Diaz. Of course, Luis Diaz, I think he's been fantastic this season so far actually, and a player that I'm thinking he's still a tiny bit he can bring to his game I suppose, but I have been impressed with his runs and kind of all the stuff that he's done. But as stated, it's a big boost that those three aforementioned players at the end of the game at Old Trafford are actually okay, which is very, very good to hear. Now, as stated, guys, yes, there has been a lot of reports reporting loads of different things, but Paul Joyce, you know, the ever-reliable Paul Joyce, has came out and spoke and stated that Liverpool are set to announce Richard Hughes as the new sporting director today. Hughes is expected to make the role in an official capacity in May and will be tasked with appointing the new manager. Alonso, Almiron and De Zerbi are currently being considered. Richard Hughes will also drive Liverpool's transfer policy, with Klopp having grown more influential since Edwards left. The manager pushed for the deals for Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo. So yeah, as you can see there guys, if you're probably, depending on when you're watching this video, Richard Hughes will be announced today as the new director of football. That comes from Paul Joyce. That is pretty much gospel within this Liverpool space. So yeah, very good to hear on that front, and I'm glad to hear that with regards to Richard Hughes, and another box tick in our pursuit of appointing a new manager. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Hughes will officially be the new director of football. Now, going into the main topic of today's video, if you like, and that is with regards to Liverpool fans being raging or fuming with regards to Manchester United midfielder Kane Maino being called up to the senior squad. Now, again, look, I'm not that sour in terms of being a Liverpool supporter. Yes, I can, you know, usually tell if a rival side's player is good and whatnot. And to be fair, what I've seen from the kid, he looks like a player with a lot of potential and a player that could probably certainly make it at the top level. However, Seeing him getting a senior England call-up after 14 Premier League games, I think is a bit of a disgrace to the establishment. I think Harvey Elliott, who plays in a similar position, Curtis Jones, who plays in a similar position, have been snubbed and never really been called up for the England national team senior squad, which I do think is a bit of a disgrace personally, but Liverpool fans as well are raging about this on social media, and rightfully so, because whilst I do think this Minos looks pretty good, and it certainly has probably a decent ceiling, and certainly will make an impact at the highest level for Manchester United for years to come. I think the PR around him has certainly swayed Gareth Southgate into calling him up. And I think it's a bit of a disgrace because he plays for Manchester United. And Manchester United, despite us actually getting beat by them this weekend, are actually ranked rotten. And he's a player that, yeah, as I said, I think will have a decent impact in the game and probably be a big player for Manchester United in the years ahead. But there's certainly other players, and if he hadn't been playing for Manchester United, there's no chance he would have been getting a senior call-up to the national team. And while some Liverpool fans would be like, I don't care, I don't support England anyway, and that's your opinion, I'm not Scouse, as you can hear, unfortunately. And I do support England in terms of the national team. Look, I'm not crazy about it. Obviously, I'm club over country all the time, but I do think it is a disgrace because we are overlooking other players that don't play for Manchester United and have had a far bigger impact so far this season, Harvey Elliott being one of them. Harvey Elliott has had a fantastic campaign. I think he's played already 24 Premier League appearances this year. He's played 54 Premier League appearances in total. He's won 2 League Cups, 1 FA Cup, and as I said, he's had an absolute pivotal role in this Liverpool team and where we stand in the league so far this campaign. He's been very, very important and has almost been like Klopp's secret weapon. Curtis Jones, I know he's currently got a dilemma of himself, but another player that would have been snubbed in favour for this young boy. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think it is that Manchester United bias, and that's certainly what how Liverpool fans feel on social media, talking about it, and I don't think it is right. I do think if this boy played for any other team other than Manchester United, there is no chance that this guy would be getting called up for a senior cap. And it just goes to show that Gareth Southgate does look at the sort of PR of a player, and that's not the only howler the guy makes. To be perfectly honest, Liverpool players have been getting snubbed for ages, and I'm actually surprised he actually even called up Joe Gomez to this national team squad as well. Having said that, he does love Jordan Henderson, which again, I know he's a Liverpool legend and the former captain, but he shouldn't be getting called up either. He's been absolutely ranked rotten as well. And it's not me like being disrespectful to Jordan Henderson because he's been great for us over the years. But you know, once upon a time, I suppose Steven Gerrard was great for Liverpool and was great for England. But we don't still keep calling him up to the national team. So I do think he is a bit of a disgrace as an England manager. I've never liked the guy, to be perfectly honest. And this is his latest one, calling up Mino over, of course, Harvey Elliott, who's had a far greater impact this season. But anyway, enough rambling on about that. Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on the appointment of Richard Hughes, and let me know your thoughts with regards to that England situation down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.